Here is some practice rounding whole numbers.
Here it asks to round each number to the thousands place. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the number, and I'm going to go ahead and circle that thousands place so I know what digit I'm rounding to. I'll underline the digit next to it because that's the digit I'm going to go ahead and look at to see whether it's in between 0 and 4 or whether it's between 5 and 9. One of the things you might want to continue to do as you are working is the 0 to 4, same. 5 to 9 is add 1 as the game. And then so in this case we do add 1. So, we keep it the same. So the 7 stays the same. We flex our muscles like the hero, digits to the right change to 0, and all other digits stay the same. Working on that next number, again I'm going to rewrite it. 76,702. Again, I'll circle the thousands place and underline the digit next to it. I'm looking at this digit right here to see whether or not it's 0 to 4, where that circle digit would stay the same, or if it's in between 5 to 9, where I will add 1 to that circle digit. Since 7 is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then that 6 becomes a 7. Again, we zero out. And then a common mistake is to not keep all those other digits the same. Always look at it as well. Is 76,702 close enough to this thing 77,000? Yes, it is. Because then you might be able to catch yourself that you forgot one of those steps. For that final problem there, again I will rewrite it. I'm going to identify that thousands place. 5. It says to add 1 with a 5. So the 0 becomes a 1. We zero out, and all other digits stay the same. 80,512 is close to 81,000. Okay, in these problems we're asked to round each number to the underlying digit, and then so don't get confused. In this particular case, if the underlying digit is the 7 is in the 10 millionths place, so we're actually rounding to the 10 millionths place, so we're looking for a 10 millionths number, so I'll change that underline to a circle. And then so we had that number, 873,205,201, and then so it's 0 to 4 there again, so that 7 stays the same, flexing our muscles like a hero, digits to the right, all change to 0. So that 3 changes to a 0, that 2 changes to a 0, the 0 stays a 0, 5 changes to a 0, 2 changes to a 0, 0 stays a 0, and 1 changes to a 0. I'm not done yet, all other digits stay the same, so I can be a winner at that rounding game. Again, circle that 0, underline the 7, 0 to 4, we're looking at that underlined digit, circle stays the same, 5 to 9, add 1 as the game, that's why the 0 becomes a 1. We zero out, and then all the other digits, the 2, the 0, and the 9, stay the same. So 90,207,208 rounds to 90,210,000. Again, same thing. In this case, if I circled the 7, that means I'm rounding to the 10,000ths place. That 5 there tells me that 7 needs to become an 8. Flexing my muscles like the hero, digits to the right change to 0. And all other digits stay the same. Again, my original number was this right here. I had written over it, and so it might have been hard to see as to what it is that I was doing. 975,821 is close to 980,000. Here's another type of problem. It says to round to the greatest place. And then so what we're doing, and we're saying greatest place is the greatest place in the particular number. So the greatest place in that first one is going to be the 10 millionths place, because that's the digit that's furthest to the left there. So I'll circle the 5, underline the 7. 0 to 4, circle stays the same. 5 to 9, add 1 is the game. Flexing my muscles, all the digits to the right of that circle digit change to 0. For that next number, what place would I be rounding to? Right, 100,000ths place, so I'll circle the 6, underline the 3. 0 to 4, circle stays the same. 5 to 9, add 1 is the game. The circle digit in this case stays the same. Flexing my muscles, digits to the right change to 0. This last one's a little trickier. Same steps. Greatest place, circle the 9, underline the 7. 0 to 4, circle stays the same. 5 to 9, add 1 is the game. The 9 would become a 10, but I can't really put 10 right there within that place. So within the 10,000ths place, I'm going to put a 0. And then that 10 10,000ths regroups to 100,000ths, and that's why I can place a 1 there. That's the same type of problem. If I was to come across this type of problem here, if it said 597,596 and asked me to round to the 10,000ths place, I would do that there, where that 5 would actually become a 6 then. So I go through those steps again. 0 to 4, circle stays the same. 5 to 9, add 1 is the game. Again, that 9 10,000ths must be regrouped to 100,000, and that's why the 5 in this case would become a what? A 6. So 600,000 is a 10,000ths number, and that was to the 10,000ths place, and that's why I had circled there. This problem here was a different example than the directions above. Here, we're asked to use this number, and that's the number right there in the box, 578,209,102, and it says to round to the 10 millionths place. What I'll do is I will rewrite that number first. You always rewrite it carefully. Next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to identify the 10 millionths place. Be very careful. Be very easy just to say, oh, it must be to the millions place. No, it's to the 10 millionths place. So identifying the 10 millionths place is the 7, so I'm going to circle the 7 and underline the 8. That way I'm rounding to the 10 millionths place. I'm going to write my answer right here. The 8 is in between 5 and 9, so the 7 becomes an 8. Flexing my muscles like a hero, digits to the right all change to 0. And all other digits stay the same. So 578,209,102 rounded to the nearest 10 millionths place is 580 million. Yep, that is a 10 millionths number. Here it says to round to the 100,000ths place, so again I'll rewrite that number. I'll identify the 100,000ths place, underline that digit there. That means that 2 stays the same. Flexing my muscles, digits to the right change to 0. All other digits stay the same. So those are some of the types of problems that you will encounter when you are rounding.